don't know what Facebook doing right now, but it said I couldn't go live and stop my broadcast. So I'm gonna try one more time here. If it don't work, then I'm gonna use another method to go ahead and get to y'all. Remember that website, write it down so we can get our Privacy Act on. I don't know what just happened, but they cut me off. All of y'all who tuning in, listen. The broadcast was interrupted. That's probably gonna start happening more often, all right? Get the website down, please. I sent y'all the website. Please write that website down in the group. Let me just make sure. I'm gonna give you the website right now to write down so that you guys can have it just in case they get funky on the Facebook and be trying to stop our flow. We'll have the website up in a month. Everybody in the group, everybody that deals with consular courts, they're going to this website that we're building right now. Hold on, give me 1 second, I'm gonna find it. It is located in the consular courts group. It's www.consular, CONSULAR, courts, COURTS, NE, Northeast, NE, Amexem, AMEXEM.com. All right? That's y'all website so that when we move the entire group, the Consular Courts Northeast group, all the members is going to this website. There you're going to be able to find all the Consular Courts members, the leaders of their specific republics. You're going to be able to find videos on how to nationalize, teaching, how to get in contact with the consul so they can write writs for you if you need to. They're here for you, but be there for them. Know they got lives, know they got things that they're doing, so just be mindful. I know everybody's in a sticky situation, but please be mindful when you're dealing with the consuls to be there for them too. See how they day going, you know. Don't just jump in there and just be like, oh, this happened, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Then we overloaded because we love y'all, man. We trying to help. So now we overloaded. Care for us as we care for you. So I just gave y'all that website, so you have that written down. Now, right now we talking about the Morris family members being in jail. I appreciate you, Brother Moore Reed, for getting that in the section. Yes. All the Morris family getting taken to jail, getting kidnapped and detained. And we using habeas corpus right now. Now, that is a system or a de facto color of a law corporation. That's their way of doing it. We got to get our people out of jail by doing it their way. Oh no, isn't there a better way? Can we figure out a way to get, instead of using habeas corpus, our brothers and sisters and our family members out of jail? Now, if they acting stupid and they ain't got no sense and they doing crazy stuff, that's where they deserve to be. Okay? Folk acting all crazy, somebody need to detain them. We ain't holding them accountable. Somebody got to. We got to hold them accountable when they be acting crazy, doing whatever they be doing, busting heads or getting scummy and smoking them tweeds, whatever they be doing, we got to hold them accountable. Make decent decisions. Don't be out there hurting folk and acting all crazy and getting yourself put up, killed or whatever. Talk to them. We got to hold one another accountable. Otherwise, they're going to go out there and do something stupid and get themselves transferred to the ether realms. Is y'all still here? I don't know. It said it was a poor connection. If you still here, let me get a comment or something, because I'm going to this other way to do it if you're not. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Okay. I appreciate you. All right, so we must have got back on some way. If it's a poor connection or if it keep cutting out, let me know, and I'm going to use something else to be able to communicate so that it's getting through clear. How you going to get your family members out of jail if you use habeas corpus and they ain't honoring it? How? Let me tell you. How you going to use the estate letter, the executor of the occupant of the executor estate of your full cap's name. That's one way to get them out. The other way is you could do it with your Moore name, your Moore appellation. Here's how. First thing I want to say is those writs. Somebody gifted me with them. I know who prepared them or who created them. If the people sending you the writs didn't want you using them or altering them, then you know what? They would have sent it to you in a PDF file. So that means when they send it to you in a Word document, they saying to you, you're free to do whatever you want with these writs up to the extent of maintaining your integrity and not putting nothing on it that could injure the composer or the constructor of the writ, right? Come on, help me out here. I'm trying to flow with y'all and get to this estate letter so you can get your people out of jail. When you're using the writs and the affidavits and preparing your own documents, I have in some cases deleted only up to the first insignia or government seal in a specific paragraph or statement, right, that I need to say. And then I finish the rest. If the person sent you the writs, as long as you ain't tampering with the actual text and you using the Moorish Divine National Seal, and they sent it to you in a Word document, they don't care if you use that seal. They would have sent it to you in a PDF if they didn't want you to alter it. So I'm just saying, please use it because it's in there. That's what it's there for. It's there for y'all to use. All the consuls, it helps us do less work when we got people assisting us, supporting, sharing their knowledge. You know, when you see those posts, when you see those comments, come up behind the post, come up behind the comments. Drop your jewels. Drop the knowledge you got. The estate letter is an executor or executrix letter, male and female. Executor or executrix. When you write this estate letter to them, you speak as if you are the government itself. Right now, we got about 60 million declared nationals. Got another 150 million undeclared. Probably a lot more than that. When you're writing to them, it's on the psyche. It's on the psychological side. They got you all fearful. You're one person. What you gonna do against the big bad government? Fearful. When you got a family too. You got a government behind you. Okay? When you're writing, don't use your name. Use estate. Use the word estate in your full cap's name. Your full cap's name, comma, estate. Or your appellation, comma, estate. You're not going to be speaking like a human being. You're going to be speaking like you, the estate itself. But they know somebody operating. But when you make sure you say that you're the occupant, you can't sue a corporation. You can't sue an estate. I mean, a living being, excuse me, that hasn't injured you. Forgive me about that. You can sue the estate, though, as if it was a living being. If you injure somebody by the affidavit you wrote, because you telling lies or doing some funky, you got to pay the debt. You're the court. You're the court. You're the government. You got all the wealth. You got to remedy the injury. If they don't honor this affidavit or this writ, the executor letter, you want to mail it to or email it to the living being who owns the prison. You want to find out the landowner, okay? Because that's who's got all the control, the landowner. And we dealing with living beings. We ain't dealing with dead things. The dead things is the corpse. Who are the corpse? They are the corporations being represented by a living being. So who you going to talk to when you write to? The corpse, the dead thing, or the living being, the person claiming to own it or have power over it. The name of the sheriff. I'm talking about the sheriff of the whole county or whoever they are, whoever it is that's claiming to be able to have the law rights to do what they doing to you. You want to talk to that person and tell them what you mean. Hey, you got my family member up in here. Every single day that you have him in here for injuring the estate property, matter of fact, make sure you say estate property, not my family member. Don't talk about individuals, only estate property. When you write these writs and you say estate property, they are going to think two things. One, you know what you're talking about, what you do. I hope you do because you're studying. Or two, they know what you know and you know what they know. These are corporate entities in these jails, corporations, because they look at it, everything is a corporation. All of the jail mates is corporations. That's how they look at it. They estates, they attach to an estate. So what happens? All them jails got your estate property. If you was a mom and your son in jails, that's your estate property. If you was a dad and your son in jail or your daughter in jail, that's estate property. It belongs to you. Came out of you. Come on with it. That's your DNA. How somebody gonna snatch up your DNA off the streets and tell you they hold them hostage for turning a policy into a crime? What? You out your mind. You gonna come harder than that, Jack, before I let you touch on my children and take them anywhere. Talking crazy, boy. Look. Okay, so we got some updates. Remember, email, mail, call, drop in and say hi. Make yourself known to the living being that you're dealing with any of these matters. I emailed them, I called them, I certified letter mailed them. I told them I was finna show up. I told one of them I had to quit telling people what I'm finna do. I'm gonna just have to bust a move and do it. I told the one lady, I said, if y'all don't respond, I'm coming with the trophy suit next. That's what I told her. The attorney general, whoever it was that I was emailing, the governor of my state, I said, listen here, I've been emailing your office. Your office don't want to listen to me. I'm about to do a trophy suit for all of my land back, everything. And guess who I'm charging? I told her in the email. I said, the United States Service Corporation. That's what I'm charging. Then I put that registration number down, 100079. I told her, I know exactly what y'all is and what y'all doing, and y'all ain't going to get away with it. So keep playing with me so I can go ahead and use the estate letter. I'm not going to your tribunal or your court. Why am I not going to your tribunal? The legal definition for why I'm not going to your tribunal is ESTOPPEL, estoppel. Look that word up. You know what it says? It say, you the living being are telling the corporations you will not contract with them. When the judge see the word estoppel in any of your words and any of your documents, when you standing before the de facto bar association member, when he hear that word estoppel, he gonna say, well, what do I do? Challenge the jurisdiction of the court. Immediately when you get in there. Don't say nothing to them. Not even who you are. Hey, I'm exercising my constitutional right to enforce and represent myself. So, no, I don't need no bar association member because I will not contract with them. Okay? This is you in the tribunal right now. No, I do not need nobody to represent me because I can present myself. I'm capable and competent. I'm an heir. I'm competent to present myself. When you're in the courts, when you're in the tribunals, the United States Service Corporation, when they taking you in, arresting you, injuring you, talking about this policy of a corporation is now a law, when it's against your constitutional right, the republic government, the republic organic constitution, to stop your freedom of motion. There's a whole bunch of Supreme Court cases that say traveling is not against the law. So when they pulling you over, you got to voice that. You ain't got no right to stop me from traveling. Because that's not a law. That's not a constitutional law. And here in America, Al Morocco, we enforce the Constitution. The Republic Organic Constitution. Not before all the amendments, the Articles of Confederation. We don't need those amendments. Why? Because the Organic Constitution was created by John Hanson. That's the first U.S. president. You can see him. His face is circled on dollar bills, $2 bills. His name is John Hanson. He was a Moor. Him and George Washington both together sat down and they was looking at the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. They was looking at the Quran. They was looking at the Bible. They was looking at the Septuagint. They was looking at all the holy books. And they said, we finna draft a constitution using these documents. All of these treaties, all of the holy books that everybody be reading. They took all of the holy books, all the wisdom and information, and they drafted in their own words a constitution for these here Al-Moroccan lands. A lot of people get mad. They say George Washington cut down the cherry tree. Well, yeah, he did by some strokes of a pen put away some of our history. That's true. But he did care as well. That's why he collapsed the United States Service Corporation. He bankrupted them. He was defending Moors before he was even elected supreme president of the CEO company, the United States Service Corporation company. He was defending Moors. C. Dred Scott, that's one of them. You see that case? That'd just be one. See some more cases with George Washington defending Moors. They've been around. Y'all can't be afraid to proclaim that you are a Moor on the record to the living beings. Y'all can't be afraid because Moors been around. Everybody know. Everybody know that Moors exist. Everybody know Moors have been around. It's just what to do now. Yes, thank you, sir. Abraham Lincoln. My train of thought, it'd be going somewhere. Abraham Lincoln defending Moors. Yes. George Washington and John Hanson getting down with drafting the Constitution. These emails I'm addressing. So when you see them, you know who you're talking about. I got to address these emails for the Consular Courts people. Thank you, Lady AT, for sending me the email. I appreciate you. And how you can contribute, you got to see Light, Tajiri Bay. She going to tell you. I'm giving you some of the leaders or some of the head players that you can contact for how you want to support or contribute to the Consular Courts. This building, I don't want to drop your Google name. I'll figure out who you are on Facebook and drop your Facebook name. I just posted this. Y'all need this. Expediente, Spanish. The papers or documents constituting a grant or title to land from the government. A historical record of proceedings related to a grant of land by the sovereign. A legal or administrative case filed. The official record of all filings and orders in a lawsuit. A maneuver intended to achieve a particular result. Okay. They injured you already. They have cheated your estate. They operate in fraud. They ain't told you the beneficiary. They're not giving you nothing. You got to pay all these bills. You jacked up. You don't know what to do. You got to go to work. Whatever it is. Okay. You're not going to their court. They coming to yours because they injured you. Lied to you, cheated you, took your estate, cheated it, fraud, misprision, whatever you want to call it. So when you call them to court, when you're writing your writs and you're saying, we're calling you to the consulate, because that's what we're having in all of these republics, all 30 republics is actual consulates. We're gonna summon them to the consulate to answer to the injury, the human being. When you go in there to the United States Service Corporation, bring some backup. Bring a couple people with you while you present yourself. Things get out of hand. They got a right to protect you. You got a right to protect them. With 3 or 4 people, when y'all go in to present yourself in the tribunals, if you bring them psychologically, all of them Service Corporation members gonna think, what's gonna happen if we jump on them? Oh, well, try it if you want to. You gonna find out. You gonna learn today. I'm just look. Look, I'm trying to hold y'all down, man. I promise y'all. I want y'all Moors to be free in the mind, in the heart, and in the soul. I need y'all to be free. Your pineal gland. Let's talk about that real quick. So it might cut off on me. If it do, I'll jump right back on. So just know I'm coming back. They calcifying your pineal gland. All right. How they doing it? They using sugar. That calcifies your pineal gland. I've been sugar-free, only natural sugars, organic, for almost 2 months now. I searched natural ways on how to decalcify my pineal gland. Chemtrails, that's what they doing to you. Pineal gland secrete DMT. DMT is a chemical found in almost every living organism that connect them with the ether realms. Every scientist know what it do. That's why it's a scheduled 5 or 10 level chemical. Federal United States Service Corporation scheduled it, Schedule 5. You get caught with the actual chemical or substance, you go into prison for a long time. But if you can figure out a way to make your body secrete the DMT, I'm telling you what happens in your brain, in this DMT, in this chemical, and the decalcification of your pineal gland. You able to think better. I'm just letting you know. I'm telling you the truth. If you want to think better, by having an important organism or organ in your brain cleansed and held, Schedule 1, thank you, sir. I'm thinking high category, low category. One's the highest, 5, the highest number's the lowest. Thank you. Magnesium, borax. There's a couple other things you need to put together to decalcify your pineal gland. I'll shoot you the video I seen how to organically do it. Another brother told me if you fast from sleep, I know it's hard, but just don't sleep. Stay up. If you fast from sleep, that pineal gland will start secreting the DMT. It makes you aware. It's like a supercharge or something. It puts you in a realm of connecting with the organisms, or the lights or the energies around you. It really helps with balancing your mood and your stabilization. We looking for ways to get off of pharmacia. All of these drugs, these psychotropic drugs, that's made out of leaves anyway. Made out of leaves and roots and molecules from them leaves and roots. They know exactly what it's going to do to your body and your brain and how it's going to attach to your, what do they call them? Receptors in your synapses. They know exactly what it's going to do. They create them all in the lab and then they pump them out to you. And your insurance company paying for it. From your estate. You better believe it. All that paperwork is paperwork to escheat your estate. If you're paying for drugs and you get medical, guess what? Your estate's paying for it. That's how much bread you got in there. Your estate's paying for $100,000 different type of drugs or whatever. Hey, we got some scholars in this thing, boy. We put the chemtrails up, boy. See, he know what they be doing. Fluoride in the water. Tell me that also calcifies your pineal gland. You know what I'm saying? When they got this fluoride in the water, drink alkaline water and make sure that whatever water you drinking don't have fluoride in it. Get non-fluoride toothpaste. Fluoride, scientifically, they already done found out fluoride is horrible for the body. Come on, man. We got to get right. Y'all got me on 10s right now, boy. These things I be studying, I'm just giving them to y'all so y'all can do y'all thing, man. Let me see. The estate letter. I'm just saying, if habeas corpus ain't working, you and about 4 people, after you done mailed, emailed, called, and did everything you could do, making everybody aware that you will not tolerate estate property being kidnapped or taken. Your estate won't tolerate that. If they don't respond, you walk up with your 3 or 4 people and the paperwork in hand, and you say, hey, I've been addressing this person concerning this matter. Matter of fact, the estate has. These are representatives of the estate as well. Thank you. Oh. Well, here's what I've been sending to them. Here's what I've been emailing them. This is what I've been calling about. My family member, estate property, see, I gotta get it down too, is detained in this particular domicile. This particular institution is detaining my estate property. I would like it back, thank you. Okay? This is me doing it. I don't know about y'all, but look, I'm about serious about my blood. You think you finna, this is my family y'all talking about. This ain't just regular old Mother Joe. These people I love and would die for, live for and die for. You ain't finna just be taking my people like that. Doing whatever you want to them, locking them up, giving them beans and non-nutritious foods and making them slaves and it's cheating their estate and driving them crazy by putting them 23 hours in a room. You crazy. You ain't finna be torturing my people like that. This is my blood. I love them. Y'all gonna have to let them go. Y'all gonna have to release them. My children, my relatives, my blood. When you talk to them, estate property, you're injuring the estate by holding captive this living being. Why? Because this living being has wealth associated with the estate. All of their birth certificates, all of their social security cards, in all of your bloodline. Whoever the main competent heir is, that's yours. All of their black cards, if you got your Treasury Direct account open and you're dealing with the Treasury Department and they finally done obeyed your request to let you get access to your account. And you set up your account on Federal Reserve Bank Services. You set up your account using your Social Security card number or your QSIP number. When you set that account up, then you put all the bill numbers in there, and it's direct deposited directly from your estate wealth account to whatever needs to be paid. Think land, think estate, think that QSIP number, think your Global World Trust account, think board of directors, at the banks that you're dealing with that supposedly purchased you when you were born. That red number, that red letter after the red, before the red numbers on the back of your Social Security card. Think who the board of directors are. Think contacting living beings that are associated with that concerning what you desire to be done with your estate. It's for all the Moors. Everything that you do with a living human being. You summoning them, you summon the sheriff to the consulate. He's sitting there. He come to the consulate. We state what's going on. Here are the charges. Here's the fraud. Here's the crime. You done kidnapped our people. You done injured them. You done detained them. The estate, that's estate property. The Moors belong to one another. The consulate don't own them, but if the consulate say that's estate property, you United States Service Corporation member, or the corporation you representing, you need to give it back. Guess what the corporation has to do? Whatever institution that our family members sitting in. Especially if they know that you're dealing with 60 million nationals declared. They got to give it back. Because they know if 3 or 4 or 5 people walk up in there saying one thing, then maybe 10,000 will. If they ain't careful. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to think mob. I understand the marches, didn't get as much done as we would have liked when they was doing the marches. There was a lot of stuff that got properly done too as well, Martin sitting with the president making him sign some things into law. Malcolm X exposing the COINTELPRO operatives of the Islamic movement at the time that they was inserting COINTELPRO into the Moorish Science Temple of America. I seen one of those pictures. She showed me one of them temples. I ain't never been in one, but she showed me one of those temples. Straight commerce. What? I'm talking about this thing was immaculate. I said, what? It ain't no schools. It ain't no transportation divisions in these temples. It ain't no health care. If there's doctors affiliated with the temple, then there should be health care centers in the temple or around them. If it's mechanics or people who know how to do transportation division, there should be a transportation division in every temple. So now, since they ain't doing none of that, we gonna do it in the consulates. We gonna have transportation divisions. We gonna have ways to get your ID card standardized. We gonna have standardized processes for all the Moors. Oh yeah, I got your back. I promise you. The consular court has your back. Let's see. I don't know what y'all want me to, really talk about. I'm just flowing with how I feel and what's going on. To the counselors that need to get in contact with me to let me know what I could do to support them, please contact me. Let me know. Inbox me. I got you. Whatever you need done, I'm working. I got y'all back. To the ones that's contracted with the consular courts, thank you very much for your gifts and your love. This whole entire live was about habeas corpus and how there's another way to get your loved ones out of jail. How you do that is by writing an affidavit or a writ as the executor and how that's a state property and they need to return it. If you're going to mob on them, make sure you bring 3 or 4 of your best people that got your back. If they don't listen to the writs, then you mob up in that thing with your 3 or 4 people and your affidavits. And you talking directly to the sheriff, face to face, or whoever it is that's answering to you, the highest living being, the one who's saying they got the most power. That's who you want to talk to. Yeah. We're getting these writs and these affidavits out and these executive letters to get your people out of jail as fast as we can. I heard different stories like this Lady Moore. They had tried to come take her kids. This was some years ago. And she fought it. She only had a little bit of Taj Tariq Bey material. But she fought them contracting with her kids. And she got to keep her kids. She got her kids back. So y'all better, I'm telling you it works. If you a mom, you doing what you need to do, and they just harassing you and you want your babies back, then go get them. You know what I'm saying? Bring a few of the family members. Bring those writs and affidavits with you. The DRS worker, whoever she is, whoever the case manager is. You need to see them face to face. Then if she won't see you, then you need to see the next person above her. Somebody gonna answer to you and these 5 or 6 more standing around you. They gonna answer to y'all. We gotta stop trying to do it by ourselves. And whoever know how to do it, they need to get 3 or 4 of their trusted friends or their family. They don't know that if they your blood or not. Bring the people that's mobbing with you when you about to go handle this business with these people. I love y'all spirit. I love y'all soul. In the next couple months, few weeks, we got December 31st deadline to what the visionary said he was trying to accomplish. So as far as this website go, I'm trying to have it up completely in about 2 weeks. Everybody in the group, everybody that's associated seeing this video, everything. I'm shutting the group down. I'm transferring all the information and all the people, everything, to the website. We need to be protected. We need a platform that's secure. Ain't nobody scoping us or whatever. You know what it's ran by and who it's owned by. Some of the posts don't get out. Sometimes people trying to do stuff and can't get their post up or whatever. Can't share different stuff. It's messed with a little bit. You can tell the little critiques and what they be trying to do to hinder and suppress the information. So that's why we're moving to this website. I'm going to try to keep it up as long as possible. The Facebook Live and the group. But I'm pretty sure that in the next month, or between now and the December 31st deadline for our goal, this group, the Facebook Consular Course Northeast of Mexican group, is going to be completely deleted and erased. Okay? And then the my profile, I'm going to try to get as much information from my actual profile as well. But everything else concerning me, even live videos, whatever I'm doing concerning Consular Courts is going to be on that website. I'm about to eliminate myself from Facebook altogether. It's CIA, y'all know that. It's connected directly to the database in the Central Intelligence Agency. All of your data goes to 2 places. Who owns the Facebook or who owns the Facebook? The CIA, because they're the ones that back Facebook. Central Intelligence Agency gave Mark Zuckerberg the money needed to start Facebook. So they own it. They got rights, and the rights was the data of the people. Okay? All that data is stored, and whatever keywords or pertinent information that needs to be addressed, if you ever seen the movie Eagle Eye, whenever those words come up, bing, 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 on the screen, and they honing in and focusing on whatever you're talking about. When I say honing in and focusing, the computer is mining your data. If you're talking about certain things, if you posting different pictures that is going against what the system is, what they doing, what they want to happen, whatever. They see it contrary, then that algorithm, that artificial intelligence, is binging your stuff and trying to figure out a way to knock you down a little bit. So, I would advise y'all, just be careful with how you navigate on these social media platforms, and as soon as you can, find another way to dispense the information. I'll give you a few ways. Patreon, that's a way to make videos. I'm getting ready to start working towards that. And garner support from different supporters. Build your own website or pay somebody to help you do it. That'll get the information that you're trying to get out, especially for the council. You know, if you're looking for a way to let your communities around and your brothers and sisters around you know, get that website up so they can, you know, we can have a more protected Privacy Act platform to be able to exchange information on. Your people's in jail. You need counsel to write an executive letter. Hit us up. As long as you do exactly what's instructed concerning how you go about your business when you executing, serving these letters to people, just like they used to serve them to you. Come to your house, knock all on your door, kick it down, try to snatch you up out your house. Now you serving the letter to them, the summons. That they got to answer you about what you're saying. If you got family members in jail, talking to you Moors that's getting harassed, and whoever else is on here that's hurting, because you can do the same thing as a United States or a citizen, a 14th Amendment citizen, but you got problems if you ain't a proper person. Do a triple seal name change. You need to be a proper person. That means you need to declare to them you know you a living being and you ain't a corporation no more. Then they gonna stop messing with your contracts. All right. Y'all know that I love y'all. I'm working for the people. I'm gonna get back online, do some more studying. Just print out or talk to me about in the comment section about what it is you need. Your people in jail. You're trying to get your estate back. You're trying to get your land back. They messing with you with these tickets. Whatever it is you need, I'm going to tell you exactly how to remedy it using this Constitution, using this law, everything that you need to remedy your situation. Yeah, okay. Thank you for tuning in. Please take care of these babies, man. If you out here and you a father, go get your children, man. You got these seeds out here. They need your presence. They dying. They souls and they spirit and they psyche and they mind is dying without your presence. You know what I'm saying? Whatever is hindering you from going to get and taking care of your babies, take care of it. Addiction, emotions, chasing his tail out here, alcoholism, any problem that you, Mr. or Mrs. Moore, have. Whatever's preventing you from getting and taking care of your children, go and get them. They belong to you. You own them, they own you. Go take care of them. Settle your differences. You, Mr. Co-parent mother and co-parent father who are now separated because you made some babies prematurely and you didn't wait to get to know one another, and now you don't like each other even though when you first met and made the babies you loved each other. Now you're separated. Learn how to co-parent effectively and go get your babies. They need both of y'all in y'all's lives, in their lives. It ain't their fault. Whatever y'all did or went through ain't their fault. They do not need to be suffering because y'all can't be mature enough to settle your differences and be the parents you're supposed to be. It don't matter what mama's doing. It don't matter what daddy's doing. As long as y'all are doing what's right, and that's being present in their lives. All right. That just came from my soul right before we got off here. I love y'all. I'm going to get back to y'all and let y'all know as soon as we get this consulate up in the building so we can start summoning people to our consulates and to our venues of a republic government, a republic, true de jure court system. I'll be rocking with y'all. All right.